Greetings, everybody, and welcome to AP Physics 1. I'm Dr. Danielle Moore. Just a little bit about myself. I've been teaching here at Rutherford High School. This is my third year here. I've been teaching in general for 13 years, and a little bit about my education. My undergraduate degree is from Felician University in biochemistry. My graduate degree is from St. Peter's University, and it's in education. And my doctorate is also from St. Peter's University, and it is in educational leadership. All right, so just a little heads up how we communicate here. We communicate via Zoom. We will use video conferencing regularly. We'll go over a few rules about that a little bit later in the presentation. We will also communicate through Google Classroom. If you'd like to sign up, just shoot me an email and I'll give you a link to join. And lastly, extra help. I'm available Monday through Friday from 12:18 until 3:02 to meet with your students one-on-one through Zoom. They just have to ask. Course description. This is located on the Rutherford School's website if you'd like to take a closer look. Our grading breakdown. Tests and projects account for 50%. Quizzes account for 20%. Labs account for 20%. And homework accounts for 10%. And on the other side of the screen there, we have our grade breakdown for Rutherford Schools. Text overview. We will cover a total of 9 units. All 9 units will be covered on the AP exam. All right, your first question is probably, when will the AP exam occur? It is currently scheduled for Wednesday, May 5th at 12 noon. How is the AP Physics 1 exam formatted? This is from the College Board's website. It's broken up into 2 different sections. Section number 1 is multiple choice, and it is 50 questions. Your student will have an hour and 30 minutes to complete this section. The second section is a free response section, and it includes 5 questions, and that will take an hour and 30 minutes. This is just to show you what the national average is on the AP exam. This is a very challenging exam. You could see that majority of the population scored between a 1 and a 2. So it's very rare that you see a 4 and a 5. This is a very challenging test to take. So just wanted to give my students and parents as well a heads up that this is a hard test to take. So that being said, why take AP Physics 1? All right, most students take it because they're going to take a career choice in engineering or physics, and they want a good foundation of knowledge. And AP Physics offers that. It goes into a great deal of detail, and the student should leave this course having a good amount of knowledge of physics. A question that I get quite often: if my student tests poorly on their AP exam, will it affect their admission to college? And the answer is no. Taking the AP exam can only help your student. So when they're applying to colleges, the college will see that they took an AP course, a very difficult and challenging AP course, and it can only help them. The score that they get will not affect their GPA. Okay? If they get a 4 or a 5, the school can give them college credits for it, but it depends on the school and it depends on what their major is. Most of the time, if a student is going into a degree that requires physics or engineering, that school will offer their own course, and they require that the student takes that course. Even if the student received a 5 on their AP exam, usually the institution would prefer that they had that course through them. So it really depends on the institution. But in the end, if your student tests poorly on the AP exam, it will not affect their admission to college. All right, just a few things I'd like to go over is virtual learning etiquette. Virtual learning is still learning. As we move into remote learning, your student will be participating in online virtual settings for educational purposes through the use of video and audio conferencing. While you have signed our district acceptable use policy detailing the appropriate use behavior while working with technology, it is important to share information about our new virtual e-learning experience. During online virtual settings, your student must be visible, audible to other participants, students, and Rutherford staff in the conference setting using available technology. Virtual learning is still learning. First and foremost, your student is in class, even if they are not in a physical classroom. We expect that the content videos that they will be using in these remote experiences will not be copied, altered, or redistributed by anyone. It is our hope that your student will follow the expectations listed in order to ensure a successful and productive learning experience. Participants can and will be removed from a session if deemed necessary and appropriate. Disciplinary action may be taken. Your students should show up on time because attendance matters, and it will be taken. They should work in a quiet area with the fewest distractions, meaning no siblings, pets, or television. They should be respectful when speaking and writing. And lastly, they should dress appropriately. They are still in school, just not in the school building. Your students should stay on mute until they would like to contribute, but keep their camera on. It will help the teacher to see their reaction when he or she is teaching. They should limit their movement, avoid causing a distraction to others. They should be conscious of what or who is in the background. It's best to be in a common room of their home, like a kitchen or a living room. They should consider using a headset with an external mic for best hearing and speaking capabilities. If they use the chat feature, just a reminder that it is public and a record of that chat will be archived. And that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My email address is dmoore@rutherfordschools.org. All right, I look forward to a great, successful school year. Bye, everybody.